Hello friends, welcome back to my channel FinStop. Friends, I am here with the basics of stock market part 4 video. Friends, in the part 3 video, we have discussed about Sensex and what are the stocks in the Sensex, and we have also discussed about investment tools like bonds and shares. In this video, we are going to discuss about derivatives. And friends, before watching this video, I suggest you to watch my videos of stock market series part 1, part 2 and part 3, then only watch this video part 4 so that you will get a clear continuation of the series. Friends, I am giving the video links in the description box and also in the I-bar section. If you haven't watched those videos, please go and watch them. Before going into this video, I request you to please like this video and also subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for important notifications. Let us see what are the derivatives. Derivatives are nothing but the contract between two or more parties. In the contract, one party will become a buyer and other will become a seller. Generally, these contracts are placed on stock or on index. If they are placed on stocks, they are called as stock contracts. If they are placed on index like Nifty, they are called as Nifty contracts. These contracts will exist for particular time period. After completion of this time period, these contracts will get closed. Since the price of these contracts is derived from the underlying asset like stocks or index, so these are called as derivatives. Once the contract price is derived and the time period is fixed, in this time period, the buyer will buy the contract and the seller will sell the contract. These derivatives are further divided into 4 categories. They are forward, futures, options and swaps. Further, options are divided into call options and put options, and swaps are divided into interest rate swap and currency swap. Now let's discuss about these topics one by one. First we will see what is forward. Forward is also known as forward contract. It is nothing but a customized contract between two parties, where one party will become a buyer and other party will become a seller. In this contract, both the parties agreed upon a price for a particular future date. Generally, these forward contracts are being used by banks or big institutions for hedging or speculation. Hedging means a risk management strategy in which the potential losses can be reduced, whereas speculations means future expectations. Now let's see what are the futures. Futures are the contracts which are traded in exchanges. Generally we call them as stock futures or Nifty futures. In future contracts, the buyer and seller both will agree for a particular price on a particular future date. In this contract, we need to buy the shares of a particular stock in lots. Generally, this lot size varies from stock to stock. One lot equals to 100 stocks or 200 stocks or 300 stocks. Let us consider an example. Take Reliance July contract. If you want to buy this Reliance July contract, you need to buy one lot. One lot size of Reliance contract equals to 250 shares. That means you have to buy total 250 shares to buy a single future contract. The present value of Reliance is 2240. If you take the July contract for 2300, then if by the end of this contract, if the stock price rises to 2300, then you will have a good amount of profits. But if it falls or stays below 2300, that means your price value, then you will end up in losses. Like this, you can buy any stock contract or Nifty's future contract. Future contract price equals to spot price plus cost of carry. Spot price means present market value of the particular stock. Cost of carry means interest cost. Let us consider an example. Say spot price of Infosys is equal to 1600 and interest rate is considered as 7% per annum, then future price for 1 month contract will be 1600 plus 1600 into 0.07 into 30 by 365. That means 1600 plus 11.51. That means 1611.51 will be the future price of that particular contract. Like this, we can calculate the future prices of any contract. Friends, this is what about futures. Now let's see what are options. Options is nothing but a contract in which the buyer has an opportunity to buy or sell. Generally, options are divided into two parts, that is call options or put options. In the call options, the person can take call buy or call sell. If the person takes call buy, that means he expects the stock price to increase beyond his strike price. Similarly, if a person takes call sell, that means he expects the stock price to fall below his strike price. Here, strike price means the particular price at which contract is being made. Generally, these contracts will be weekly or monthly. The weekly contracts will be expired on every week's Thursday, whereas monthly contracts get expired on the last Thursday of the month. In the similar manner, the put contracts also takes place. In these put options also there are two types, put buy and put sell. If the person takes put buy, that means he expects the stock price to fall below his strike price. Similarly, if he takes put sell, that means he expects the stock price to increase beyond his strike price. This is how options contracts takes place. Friends, if you want detailed explanation of futures and options, then please mention in the comment box. If more comments come, I will definitely make a separate series on futures and options. Now let's see what are swaps. Swaps is nothing but a contract agreement in which two parties exchange a series of cash flows or liabilities or interest rates between the two parties for a specific period of time period. Swaps are two types. One is interest rate swap in which interest rate is being exchanged, and currency swap in which currency rates have been exchanged. Generally, these swaps are not traded on exchanges. They are traded between businesses or big financial institutions. Friends, this is what about derivatives. In the next video, I am going to explain you about mutual funds. If you like my explanation, please hit the like button, share, comment, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for important notifications. If you want to contact me, you can contact through finstop2021@gmail.com. Thank you, friends.